Hi. I have not fixed my hair. I have on a little bit of makeup, but this is me. With my voice. But aw, thanks. I do have my CrimeCon shirt on. I was gonna like hide behind it. I was gonna go like this and just wear it. But see, you can't see it when I have the things on there. My kids got it for me for Christmas. I thought this could be my new look. Right, that's a good question. I was gonna ask that. Yeah, answer Angie. Does it match? Now I wish I had got ready and like, you know, did something more than eyeliner. Oh, you thought I was older? Nope. I am not. Oh, I will never get married again. No, thank you. But I do have an old man. We're funny. Well, we got 14. So maybe somebody got word I was going to show my face tonight and got curious. Go ahead and comment. Okay, so I do have some things that I would like to share tonight. I am going to. Aw, thank you, Sharon. You know, it's just y'all know. I mean, you've seen me in other chats, and you know what it's like, and just that fear. But man, my phone is blowing up. Always case stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get to work. Let's do the damn thing. Okay. Does this mean that you'll be going live in August? Yes, it does. And that's why I'm kind of testing it out here because, you know, it's a little bit easier. On the screen, you ever, Angie, I know you show your face. Do you ever feel like you're backwards? Like, I don't know. Like it needs to flip. Like I'm not used to seeing, because when you look in the mirror, like I see everything the opposite of like what it is on the screen. So I feel like I look really weird because it should be the other way. I was a big baby. I think I was 9 pounds, 13 ounces. Or that might have been my sister. She was a little fatty. I think it was like 9 pounds, and she was the one that was big. My friend had a baby and came out a 3-month-old. He was 10 pounds and like 9 ounces. Oof. I don't even know how she did it. She's tiny. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about? Like the it's like the I don't know, but like all right, my neck needs to crack. All right. So first off, I was going to show my TikToks and hopefully I remember to turn the sound on. Share screen, share audio. Don't forget anything. Click on the thing. Share. I don't know, but I feel like I don't even look like myself. Got it. Oh, my Lanta. Takes forever. Hmm. See, I don't like it that I can't see. I can't see what's happening, like what anyone's saying. I hope this is the right one. This might be the Delphi one or it might be the Ray one. No, of course. Nothing ever easy. Is there a way to split the screen so that I can see y'all? Can you see me? I wouldn't know because I can't even see the comments. So annoying. That's why I don't like. I need another monitor.
Like as if I wasn't hell. Raise those two hands together, let it play through. Gotta keep it cool around the criminals. Gotta watch what you say, people listen, slick your every word. Like a bird, I stirred, play my words. Being known as a young and wise, one clever figure. Justice, place your two hands together gently. Justice, the way you play, be.
Yeah. You can only do like really short ones on there. But I thought that song was so fitting. It's just one that you can pick from. And then their picture said justice. So I was like, And I mean, just look how ugly they look.
Like as if I wasn't hell. Raise those two hands together, let it play through. Gotta keep it cool around the criminals. Gotta watch what you say, people listen, slick your every word. Lift like a bird, I stirred, play my words. Being known as a young and wise, one clever figure. Justice, place your two hands together gently. Justice, the way you play, be.
Okay, I'll stop playing. But to me, especially for unsolved cases, I really do feel like TikTok is something that, I mean, it's kind of untapped into. And that's where all the young people are. I wish I was good at making them. I'm not very good. No.
Like as if I was in hell. Grace
I knew I was going to do that. Click on the same one. Is there a way for me to see this screen and show y'all stuff? I don't know. It's not copyrighted, the music, because it's on TikTok. That's why crime uses too. Duh. I will do that. If it starts messing up, let me know. So now I can at least see the chats. I have YouTube Premium. I pay for the music I got, copyright issues. Where's Mel? I know my eyeball's gone tonight, eh? I came out. I show my face. How are you? We do. I see. I thought so. When I was looking at you, I was like, oh, she's still my picture. I mean, it is kind of far away and, but I thought that we did. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm Mel. Were you expecting something different? So yeah, like I really think the TikTok thing needs to be tapped into because that's where you're going to get all those the younger generations. The big reveal. Ooh. Not really. My frizzy hair. I should have at least done something with myself. Oh well. But okay, so there are some updates. Not much, just court stuff for the Garett, Kirts, and Delinquents. So I'm going to pull those up. Well, good, because it looks frizzy to me. I don't think I need to do that, but Got it. Please stop showing me that. Oof. And don't think Tim Smith is something that you're going to be able to, I'm going to be able to find out what's her name, what's her full name, because I have no idea who that is. Oh, I think I had it. No. Here we go. So first up we have Christopher Mathis. And his final pretrial conference, or his, oh my gosh. Has been rescheduled to October 23rd of 2020. It is a sentencing hearing at 10 a.m. This is Newton County time, EDT. And his charges are still on there as what they are. He has taken a plea. And that is this is for Christopher Mathis. What's going on? Hey, don't like, just because I have a lot of different audiences, like don't block anyone, or like if you see a name that you don't recognize, it's probably someone from Alabama. But Elvis. Okay. Anyways. Order taking defendant's plea. Man, my voice. I did an interview all day today. Like, it's gone. Chlorophyll water. I have not got my biotin yet. So he's taken a plea and it's under advisement. Sentencing set for October 23rd. And they released the defendant from incarceration. So he is out as well. He does have other charges that he was supposed to be facing in a different county. So here in a minute, I'll look him up on the DOC and see if he is actually out or if he has just been transferred like Talitha Beckley has. She was transferred to start her sentence for the stopping to take a pee. Oh. You blocked your own self? Okay, so this is Talitha Beckley. Falling. Oh, that's why. Hold on. I'll be right back. Really? This is fun. I wonder where this came out of. Sorry for the noise. My mic was muted. Jeez. So hopefully you guys could at least see them. Why does that keep happening? I am so sick of all these technical difficulties. Oh, sorry. I don't know how that keeps happening. But basically, I said that, hopefully you guys were looking at the screen and saw the new dates for everyone. I know. I ain't even gonna sweat it. It is what it is. You just gotta roll with the punches, I guess. So you missed everything after Mathis, which is so weird. So was that when I was on the screen and then all of a sudden just the mic just stopped working, or was it when I dropped everything? Probably then when I dropped everything and didn't check. But Garett Kirts' trial is at the end of September, and the other remaining 3 will be in October. And I was wondering if Mathis's, because it said the plea is being taken under advisement. So could he be possibly testifying against Garett? Goofball. I wanted you to call in tonight because you and A won. So, or no, Lake, sorry. You and Lake won. So you were going to pick a topic, but no one ever did. So I guess you don't want to. Yeah. See, Jasmine, she can't because she was hiding in the freaking bathroom. So we don't really know where Talitha was or really that much about her as far as when it comes to the cases, although she will be, she has been transferred. She is no longer at the Newton County Jail. She has started serving her sentence in, oh man, where was that? Jasper, where she stopped to take a pee. That was her excuse for the robbery that she did. So yeah, she's over there. She's already started that, but at least she's still in jail. So there's that, since they have our career criminals that we're dealing with, and already getting worked up. So that's why I've been trying not to talk about them, because I want to be respectful. And there's trials that are coming up, and there's important dates. And at this point, we need to be careful with what we say. And all I know is that we want Garett Kirts to stay behind bars for the rest of his life. And that is, so hopefully the others will. We don't know. I mean, I don't know, why is it pending? Like what, maybe there's something else. Maybe they're not agreeing. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get this fuzz out of my hair. But looks like Victoria Principal, in my opinion. Who is the Victoria Principal? I would go look her up, but my mic will probably go off and I won't know it. Ugh. Is she on Saturday Night Live? Because whoever it is that's on Saturday Night Live, I get that all the time. And then whenever I had my hair blonde, and I was a little bit hippie back in the day, I got Phoebe Buffet from Friends. Got that one a lot. And then Pam Tillis for some reason. Like, really? But, it's just, I did say on there, I didn't go to the picture, but the screenshot, but it doesn't look, I don't think Garett's has been changed. I think he is still set for in Carroll County. It's still this month, August 24th. So next month. Got some hippie in me. Yeah, just a little. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty country. But oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go look now. Oh, she's back. She thinks. You busy, girl. Oh. See, now listen. Is Early Riser still here? She'll appreciate this little story. I got kicked out of a church once. With the pastor called me. Only phone call I've ever got from a pastor. And he was like, if you don't call me back by Saturday at 5 or whatever it was he said, then I am going to be removing you from membership from this church publicly and telling the congregation why. I was like, dude, you go right ahead. I don't give a flying fork. You get your hood on. I do. Like, I see, I don't know. I'm just kind of a oxymoron. I'm just a little bit of just kind of like a melting pot, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I get so distracted. Hey, Otto. Oh, you showed up. Yeah, I decided to show my face tonight. We'll see. Like all week long, I think it's so lame to talk to my eyeball. Like, it drives me nuts. I can't stand it. And so it's like, if I'm going to do this, then I need to do this and show my face, or don't do it and just do the podcasting only. But then when I go to court or when I go to the vigil, so nothing that I'm doing is making sense. So I'm either going to show my face or I'm not. And, I'm not going to quit doing what I'm doing and trying to help families. So I'm just going to have to take the risk, I guess. I don't know. Oh, what about the 3 men? So I have been binging on 3 Men and a Mystery. It's Gray Hughes, Mike Morford, and Lord and Arts. It is so good. I love it. And I found it because I was looking in Alabama on the Attorney General. They have a cold case unit, and there's only like 4, like I think there was 5 or 6 cases on there that they feature and that the cold case unit is working on. And so I was looking up the names of the 2, and they were, oh man, J.B. Beasley and Tracy. They were in Alabama. Yeah, I think I said Mike Morford. But they're doing that case, and it's in Alabama, and it's not far from Prattville where Shannon is. So I'm like, hey, like 2 girls. We still don't know about the connection between the Vicky and Carla in Tennessee, and I guess I can't say suspect, but to me, he is, and he moved to Prattville. And so the two, and that's so crazy too, because this is like, you don't see, you think you don't see a lot of like double killings of girls. And then we've got Abby and Libby, and then we've got, Tracy and JB, Carla and Vicky, Laura Bible, and the other girl that I cannot remember her name at the moment. And then there's another one in Tennessee. No, not Tennessee. Oh, shoot. I think it may be Mississippi. But it's like, wow, like, it's weird. I mean, just so brazen. And but anyway, sorry, I'm getting on a tangent again. They are covering Tracy and JB. They were, did you guys get a chance to listen to those episodes? But anyways, because that's like, I don't think you did, because that's not what I was talking about. But that's their first season. Well, in the second season, they're talking about Elisa, and they interview. She died by well, they're trying to figure that out, but it was strangulation with a scarf that was hung from a beam in a basement that I believe was her room. And gonna be listening but not chatting for a few. Okay, no problem. Oh, you did? You got to listen to him crying? And so they interviewed this Laura Pettler. Hope I'm not butchering her name. And their links for 3 Men and a Mystery are in the description. So please go check that out. It's really good. Literally yesterday, I probably watched 5 episodes. And or listen to, because I like to listen, because then I can do whatever. YouTube is hard to get for me, because I'm just so ADHD, and I need to like do something else. I don't know. I have trouble, especially if it's a live. I'm fine, because then I can chat along and see what people are commenting, and it keeps my focus. But to watch a video, hail to the no. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe if I put it up on my TV, then it would be like a show and it would be different. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love it. It's so good. And so they interviewed this woman. She's a doctor. She has her doctorate at least. And she runs a place in where is it? North Carolina, but it says that they are national. But I do want to pull up the website, so I will be looking over at my phone to make sure that you all can hear me. So please let me know if you cannot hear me, and just keep letting me know. So let's try this again. I don't think there is no audio on this, so. Yeah, North Carolina. Okay, so is my volume? It's still on right now, but I'm still on the screen, so we'll see what happens when I go away. Am I still here? Can you still hear me? Last time you couldn't see us. Yeah, I still can't see you, but I pulled up my phone so that I can look at the comments. I just wasn't looking at them earlier, and that's my own fault. So you can hear me. Okay, cool. She was talking about the different cases that they take on And to me, it just seemed, and I sent this to Miss Dottie, Roxy, and Cher yesterday. It just seems like this might be something that, even if they can't use her, finding something like it, an independent death investigation, would be ideal. And okay, you can still hear me? Thank you. And so, this pops up, but budgets are limited, especially after the loss of a loved one. We can help. Our lenders offer financing for the smallest to the largest cases. So it's financing. It's not actually like reducing the price. But if this was something that we called them and they were willing to look into and investigate his death like independently, because the thing with me is it just don't make no damn sense of why they're not calling this what it is, and at least looking a little deeper. To me, it just seems like they just like they just went in with a bias and then just kind of, this is what he said, so we're going to go with it. But what they do is they break it down. I really check out those episodes because I cannot do it justice. She's on there and they were talking, and I mean, it's just literally brilliant. Like their interview, and to hear the three of them and their questions. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really glad you asked that, because I was wondering that too. But their thing is, they start with the victim, which I do too. I mean, that's how I started all on my own. So I was like perked up at that. But they go through all of the different things and what goes into, and I mean, they literally break it down step by step by step. And I'm just wondering if, I know there was a fundraiser to raise some money, if this is something that we called about and asked them to take an independent deep dive, or maybe even just look at Ray's autopsy, to be able to break down his autopsy and to hear from Miss Dottie. Yeah, and this right here was one of the things that she was talking about how they reenact and see if things are possible, or to see if things could or were different. But my thing with that is, because they do the victimology so thoroughly, and they didn't interview everyone that I asked when I was doing Ray's. They didn't interview anyone. They didn't interview his cousin that was his best friend. They did, or his niece. They didn't interview like hardly anybody. And so they didn't really get to know Ray. And these people do. And they work along with families, and they try to work along with law enforcement if they're willing. I'm not sure White County's willing to do anything, because it just doesn't make sense. Because if they would charging him is a aggravating circumstance, even if, because it's hard for me to say, but it would be hard to prove murder with Ray. I can see the things that could make it hard to prove, unless he was targeted, like I think, on a dating app. If they knew each other, though, that's gone. And so the only thing you're left with would be the manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, with, they could add on things to get him a pretty good sentence for that. But just charging him now would help him stay in prison for the rest of his life. Because I don't think that they will put him to death. I don't think that his young age and his, even though we all see straight through him, like I just get a feeling, I don't know. It makes me mad too, because he's so effing smug in court, and he slouches and he just looks like the punk that he truly is. But like, I have a feeling that jury trial and jury selection starts, he's going to have that crooked grin. They're going to dress him all up nice, make him look so. And, but keeping that kid in prison for the rest of his life should be a priority. There are aggravating circumstances already. And I truly think that that is why Carroll County is charging him and going through that in spite of everything, to where we heard from White County and they're like, oh, well, you know, it's not cost effective. Okay, well, Carroll County is a little bit even farther away from Newton County than you are, but it's not, it's cost effective for them. So I think that that is an aggravating circumstances, and it heightens his case. And so if they charged Ray, then it would be one more. So frustrating. But anyways, you can submit, and I was going to try to reach out to her. It says she sees no chat. Who sees no chat? Radar can't get in. I don't know. Maybe try refresh. I don't have her blocked or anything, do I? I don't even know how to check that stuff. But I don't know. I just found that those episodes, and they do talk, and one of them, I can't remember who, but one of them asked about working on cases that are about strangulation, or I don't think she had said that they had in particular worked a case about rough sex acts gone wrong, kind of a scenario. But I have found a few other things. Can you guys still hear me? There she is. Hey, Radar. Okay, good. Now, this is the UK, but I have found a few cases here in Indiana as well that they have tried to use this rough sex act defense, and it has not worked. But it has worked in a lot. And after this one, the next website that you'll pull up, and I hope you guys will go to these and really give them a good read, because they're really good. Experience any of these. Trying to find the part I wanted to read. How the group We Can't Consent to This has collected 59 examples of women killed by men who claim a sex game gone wrong. And along with Ms. Harmon, is demanding that the rough sex defense should be outlawed. The group's numerous supporters include the Guardian, newspaper, and the thing when I was going through all of these 59 cases, and these are all women, and I did find a couple that were same sex, and I will save those for another night because I need to be like really prepared to read those because the one is just hard. It's difficult to even hear, and it's so upsetting. With man seeing this as why it's like, as it stands, if someone kills another person during sexual activity, they could be charged with manslaughter alone. To murder someone, there needs to have been an intention to kill that person or to cause them grievous bodily harm. The prosecuting barista wants to reduce the murder charge because they feel they are more convinced they will get a conviction of manslaughter that would have to be agreed by the director of public prosecutions. We were worried that the prosecuting barista didn't show a significant amount of nerve or braveness in terms of prosecuting the full case of murder. We want to make sure that administrative change within the law is done so that this can't happen again. So that someone like Natalie's killer is not let off with a lesser charge. And when I mean lesser charge, we're talking like 6 to 10 years. Some even less, some just probation. And a lot of these are so similar to how I brought up about the behavior of Lori Vallow and Chad Dumbbell. Their behavior after the fact tells you a lot about the crime that they committed. They acted like criminals. They acted like they had something to hide. If they were truly on a mission sent from God, then why did they act the way that they act? It makes no sense. And so I say the same thing when it comes to this. In so many of these cases, they killed someone, and then what you do after that, if it was a sex game, more power to you. Do what you got to do in your bedroom, like whatever floats your boat. But if you act like a criminal afterwards by hiding the body, by stealing from the person, stealing their things, leaving them somewhere. And that was the common thread between all of these cases and race. The way they acted after the fact. If you are not guilty of a murder and it is truly a accident, then why do your actions not back that up afterward? That's my only thing. Yeah, okay, we could say he's a drug addict. He didn't want him to find out about that. But then again, facing some drug charges versus murder charges, you would think that would run through his head at some point, but it didn't. I mean, he acted like the criminal that he is. And he stole and partied and trashed, and he didn't have a single ounce of remorse. And I think that those things need to be taken into consideration. And this ever rising in all countries rough sex act gone wrong plea, it just shouldn't fly. I mean, and I feel like that Laura Pettler could really break that down way better than me and actually help raise family. So I do hope that happens. And I'll do whatever I can. If we start a campaign, a GoFundMe, whatever, in order to try to help them afford that, then we should. So call 911. Why? Did they trash Ray's apartment after he was dead? Oh, whoa, blonde moment. Did they trash Ray? Yes. Yeah. They totally trashed it. And like, they didn't even bother to look in the other rooms in Ray's house to see that like Ray was pretty anal. I think a lot of it will come back to what was done by the investigators post-mortem and if proper tests and evaluations were done. Yeah. I mean, the thing that sucks is the cell phone can't be used. We know that. It's now inadmissible because they took it, they had the family take it. They didn't take it. So, but didn't admit to it. What was the question? Sorry. And did anyone admit that? So Cher, they did not admit to it? It's obvious that they did. And they would have known that they did if they would have taken all of the cigarette butts, like Roxy said on the podcast. They would have been able to find out exactly who was all there, especially if it was one of the 5 involved with Nicole, because we know that they have their DNA. Yes. He kept, and that was the thing. Like, they went in there. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. And there's just things about it that you have to question. Look at the trail that they left on social media. If they're not interviewing and getting to know Ray as a victim, I sure as hell bet you that they didn't really do the investigating as far as social media. What were they saying? What was going on? They didn't even take the damn phone that was left there. They didn't take the cigarette butts. I mean, all the flippy cups. I think that they can't move forward because then they would have egg on their face, and we all know how egos are. They really get in the way. We saw that with George Floyd. That was ego. That was a narcissistic asshole that his ego kept him, because he's got the little man syndrome. He's a police officer, and his ego kept him from doing the right thing. And nobody had the balls, except for the people that they were pointing a gun at and threatening to spray with mace. And if they had stepped off that sidewalk, there would have been bullets in all of them because they were black. And yes, that's what you would do. And when someone, I know I said this on the podcast, but like, strangling someone takes quite a long time. But if it's done in a certain way and you cut off the carotid and the other artery, the jugular, you pass out. The person would pass out within like, I think the top was like 15 seconds. So if you pass out within 15 seconds, when you pass out, your body goes completely limp. At what point between 15 seconds tops and 4 to 6 minutes do you not realize that the person is no longer moving Stop what you're doing and try to save their life. The voluntary goes out the window. Is that how they met? Actually work at the same place where he worked at one time. It does appear that they actually did. A family member of Ashley's did tell me that she did work there, but Ray had not been working there very long, and I don't think that we know or could say with any kind of certainty that they met there and worked there at the same time. It definitely wasn't something like they knew them for long. And I don't know. It would take seeing it and someone convincing me that they knew each other prior. I have seen no evidence, and I have been asking and everyone. And I would I need to see it for myself. I need to see that if Garett knew Ray before this. I would think that there would be some kind of a trail. Show me a text message. Show me somewhere where he sent a text message saying something about him and like his name, where he lived, something. But yeah, she did tell me that she did work there and she knew where it was too, and she said, that's the one she worked at. If Monticello Healthcare is the one that was, I can't remember the building. If it was that one, then that's where she worked, because I know she worked by that. That's what was said to me. So, but that still does not prove that they knew each other, because Ray had not been working there. I think he had started not very long before his death. And she was in jail not very long before his death. So it's a pop filter, because I can't stand all those crinkles in my voice. And so it's supposed to help block that. But you know what? The thing is that before I got this, I just got it. It was really fancy. But I was using oh my gosh, a pantyhose, tights, and I had put them around this loom. I don't know what they're called, a loom. And then when I ordered this, I was like, oh, well, look at that. It's freaking pantyhose that I had for free. But yeah, it's just pantyhose. And then I got this fuzzy thing. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how to take the comments down off the screen. So, it's the snowball, but it's got now it's got can you see it? It's got no, it's going to fall off again. Let's see, my daughter's desk, because I don't have a room of my own and I don't have a she shed. My daughter's desk doesn't really have a place where you can secure this on, which is weird considering it's a freaking desk. But of course, that's been my luck. And so I'm having to kind of rig it up. And it keeps falling down. Just go ahead and mute. Just go ahead and mute, because it's getting loud. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Jeez. Literally. Can you hear me now? This is constant. All right. Does anybody want me to send them the link to call in and chat with me? Yes? Sharon, you want to call? You have to send me your email. You have to if you email coldtruthpodcast@gmail.com, then I can send you the link, but I need you to just send me an email that says like, hi. Or put it in here and I can copy and paste it. No, I can't. And let me know here when you have sent the emails. It's coldtruthpodcast@gmail.com. No, not tonight. I should have tried to use my headset. Sorry, I'm going back and looking at comments that I missed. The mic was really inexpensive. I think it was under $50. And it's really powerful. Like it's an intense mic. That's why I had to buy all of this to go with it, because it's just a bit much and I can't stand picking up. See, the thing I don't like about the headsets is because I don't know, I have things wrong with me, but when they're really, like, the headsets are really, really close, the popping and the sounds. I have drunk too much wine. Oh, please. You can never drink too much wine. You're being a whiny Nick the Dick. Yeah, I dropped my mic, so that's why he lost me, because I made a bunch of noise and took out drawers. Block out background noise? No. For the chat? I don't think so. I mean, you still hear like dogs bark, you know what I mean? Like when I've seen people using headsets, you can still hear things in their background. But with the headsets, when you've got the mic like that close to your mouth, all those clicks and pops and wet sounds, I have a hard time with it, like listening to it. Or when something is really high pitched on a podcast. Ooh. But definitely the mic. I think it's so. And now that you got your she shed, I think you'll get a lot better quality of like projection of your voice and hearing. But your mic is pretty good. It's pretty dang good on your computer. Mine is not. It sounds like I am sitting, all the way back there. So I don't like it. But I don't really have anything else planned tonight. I was planning on having some calls. So if we're not going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys can, we've been on here about an hour. I did want to try to make them shorter anyways, because I feel like they get a little too long sometimes. But, okay. So I got a message from Cheryl just now, and she says that Mathis and Ashley are only getting their plea deals if they pass a polygraph and testify against Garett and do not perjure themselves. Drinsky assures me that I will be very happy with the outcome. So, polygraphs. Is Ashley going to pass that polygraph? Yes or no? Right? Yeah, there are medications, pregnancy, medical issues that can get in the way, that can, alter the results. But a lot of times, I really think polygraphs are very helpful. Not always, unless because, those rare occasions that you are dealing with a true through and through psychopath who their heart rate isn't going to raise up it's not, but most people, if they are lying, you're going to be able to tell, at least from what I watch on Dr. Phil, who is one of my idols. And he has Dr. Lawless on his show quite a lot. And this is just for the Nicole case. not any other cases, that they are going to be testifying against him in the murder trial for Nicole. Yes, polygraph. That's what Cheryl just messaged me, that she will have to pass a polygraph. Her and Mathis will have to pass a polygraph, and that is why their pleas are pending, and that they have to testify against Garett. And so if they have agreed to these, that means that they are going to testify in the prosecution for the prosecution. And if they get up there and change their story, like Ashley, we've been hearing that while, now she's out, but while they were in jail together, they were just just freaking Bonnie and Clyde, just so in love, and just everything was just great. And at least those are the rumors from quite a few different sources. So I don't know, but you never know. You can't say anything's a fact unless you saw it yourself, or you have some really good, evidence and sources. But they are admissible, though. That is one of those things that I just learned. I'm not always. And I think it depends on the district and the state. But yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that they just flat out were not admissible in court whatsoever. But from what I was reading the other day, sometimes they are. Everyone is curious about Fouts. Gross. That's all I gotta say. I don't think he's the bridge guy. I don't think he is the killer of Abby and Libby, because I hate to call him the bridge guy. I think it's so stupid. He just deserves something way worse. In Indiana? Oh no, I would have to check. You don't think he is either? Yeah, I don't know. I think he's disgusting, and I thought it was really lame, like super lame. And that's the thing, and that's why with the lack thereof, because come on, guys, like, we don't have media anymore. We literally don't. Like, we didn't. It should be the news, but we haven't had news, like the true meaning of news, in long time. But we have had media, but now we have political parties. And I was reading the Carroll County Comment about Judge Fouts, and they just made him out to be just this most precious moment in the town, just all roses and rainbows, which we all know is a lie. And then you go over to JC Online, and that's why I like Dave Banger and the team that they have there at JC Online, because they told the truth. They told the truth, and so they really made the Carroll County Comment look pretty damn stupid. And guess how long truth? What am I guessing about? I don't know. If they can be admitted, both sides agree beforehand. Yeah. I think. Are you talking about polygraphs? Oh, Nick, 100% agree. 100%. I don't think anyone that we have heard about is the Delphi killer. It just isn't. The only one that I've ever considered, and it's just because I'll just say this with Garett Kirts, there's more linking him to the crime, the opportunity, the personality, all of those things that you would look for in a would-be killer. He his mentality. He is capable. He's physically capable. He's mentally capable, and he could possibly have the opportunity. And to know from what they say, they believe that it is someone local-ish, and I do too. Always have, and I know that. Yeah, Angie just said it too. I was looking for that. I knew she was. But he has more than I have. Like y'all know. I mean, Delphi is a big deal for me, and it's for all people, especially here. And I have 2 girls, and my heart goes out to their families, and that could have been anyone's children. And it sucks balls, like giraffe balls, that it had to be their children. And why? And how long are we going to have to wait for them to get the justice that they deserve? It's so upsetting. But with Garett's the only one that I've ever seen. I've looked into. I've been sent. I've looked into so many different cats and I mean like cats, not like Michael cats, but like just different people, different men. And yeah, you may find a few things here and there, but nothing as extensive that you do with Garett. Now, like I said, there's a lot of things that point away from him, but I mean, he's the only one that has been named out there that I would say it could be him. Like I could see it. I could totally see it. I just don't think. The only thing is like that they say that we're just going to be shocked and just they can't wait to tell us all of the story. Well, with him, that just doesn't apply. No one would be shocked. I mean, he's a piece of shit. So no shock there. And he's not like a pillar of the community or something that, everybody would be like, really? Like, oh yeah, duh, of course he would do something like that, but as far as anyone else, no, I really don't think it is going to be anybody that anybody is even talking about. A few people may know. And I always thought it would be interesting because I do. I write mine down, and trust me, like they've got scratched off. I just save it in my notes. But like I write down, who I think it is. It's where it's like, because I wouldn't put their names on any kind of social media, especially on YouTube. But it'll be interesting to see if anybody has the Delphi killer on their list, in their black book or in their notes or Google Docs or whatever that they just keep for themselves to study and to keep adding to information. Yeah. And that's the thing, it's just if people are cool with agreeing to disagree, that's cool. I don't agree. I did look into Thomas Bruce in the beginning. And I couldn't find anything that connected him to here. I found the stuff in Michigan. And but that's you'd have to really go way out of your way. It wouldn't be the quickest route, and it's hard to find it's hard to find that bridge or even the trail to the bridge if you know the area, let alone if you don't, and that's why, and from the beginning, going back to what Bernstein said and Holman. By the way, I hope someone tells Incognito, and maybe she already did and I just missed it, but I don't think so because it was like in the 6 month range, to pull up the full interview with Holman because she's going to want to hear that one. It is excellent. And I hope it's still on there and it didn't get pulled. But you have to, in the article, the interviewer who is interviewing him, it's like bullet points. But if you go to the bottom, it says watch full interview. And in that interview, it's not very long either. There's a lot of things that are said that just back up what Bernstein said, back up a lot about it. So that's why I think she would really like to, even if she decides not to put it on the air, I think it would be one that she'd definitely want to hear. If Kirts did it for consideration in other court matters, that could be shocking. Huh? What? Can you explain that to me a little bit better? I probably missed a comment. Right. Yeah. Of the murder of Abby and Libby. Yeah. And that was one, I don't know if you caught it, Cheryl, when I did the deliberating Delphi, that was I had all of these basically like a list of pros, but the cons, even though they were shorter, like they so far outweighed any pro, and he is not smart. And he doesn't keep his mouth shut. You're right. He told on himself pretty much from the get-go. And I don't think under pressure, I think that he would fold unless his life was, unless it was for a selfish reason, unless it was involving him and because that's all that's important to him is him. But it's a whole, and another thing is it's a different ball game when you got her comments up on the screen. But yeah, like I don't think he's smart enough. He's not smart enough to pull it off by himself. And those stupid delinquents, they're not smart enough or have enough conscience to keep that a secret. So you don't see her comment up on the screen? Is it not showing up? I don't see it either. Do you see it now? Oh, because I put it up on the screen. But yeah. We know what he's done, and that's enough. You know, like regardless of his involvement in any other murders, he deserves to spend the rest of his miserable life in prison. We are all safer with him behind bars. He killed 2 people in 2.5 weeks. You can't tell me that that's someone that isn't and right before that he had said, you know, and like I don't like trashy Ashy. Like y'all know how I feel about her. I just can't and it's the attitude that it comes out of her pores. Like she is just such an entitled little bitch. Like I'm sorry. I can't. I just ugh. You'd have to see her in court to really get it. Like how just gross she is. Like she's so gross. And do I think that she would become a potential serial killer? No. Will she be a piece of shit the rest of her life? Probably. I mean, let's just be real. But if it takes her testifying against Garett to keep him in prison for the rest of his life, I'm okay with that. And I think that the families are as well. Because if she doesn't pass, do you think she'll stick around? If she doesn't pass, she'll be charged. If she doesn't pass and she doesn't keep her part of the plea, then she will be charged with what stands right now. That's the plea, is that they will reduce that if she does what she said she's going to do. If she doesn't, then I hope she goes to jail for the rest of her life too. She has been in court every time so far. Yeah. Oh, do you mean like... Oh, I see what you're asking. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, I don't think she's got the connections or the money to flee. And if she does, like, I think that I will want to like become a bondsman real quick and go find her, like a bail bondsman, because I'm sure it's not going to be hard to find her. I mean, she doesn't have anywhere to run. I mean, she's not going to run. And if she does, she's going to be caught like really quick because she's just not smart and she doesn't have the, connections to really pull. It's really hard to disappear. You guys ever watch that show? It was on for a minute. I thought it was great. It was a reality show, and it was like basically you go off grid. You completely. It was a while ago. I don't know if anyone remembers it, but they try to find you, and you try to hide. And there was hardly any of them that actually did it. Like literally none. Like they got caught, almost all of them, because eventually you get caught on a camera. You have a digital footprint somewhere. You call your mom, you call your kids, and then eventually they all find them. Right. Ooh, I'm sorry that you went through that. I cannot imagine. And I can't imagine how hard that was. And I hope that I know here in Indiana, we have sheltering wings, and different programs to help hide people. And I'm sure you know, Christine, like you have to be just as committed to staying hidden as they are in trying to help you stay that way. And you really do. You have to go so off grid. And it's funny that you mentioned that because, oh, I meant bar. Yeah, right. Cheryl, I totally agree. She would. She's gonna be found. Like I bet I could find her. I'm pretty sure I could find her right now if I was so inclined, but I'm not. Oh, have you seen her? Has she lost weight? Oh, I like the first one. But yeah, no, I mean, she's just not capable of. You got to really be good at that. I need to cut my bangs. They're long. But well, oh, what Christine brought that up. I called into Gray Hughes last night, and on the paranormal ones, I really only have one paranormal that I like. I can't. I don't even like talk about it, but it was a pretty cool show, and the chat was so cool, and hearing all the stories, and so I was like, yeah, why not? Like, get my feet wet, like call in and tell a story, and yeah, it was. If you haven't checked it out, I thought it was so much fun because I like hearing about that stuff. Some of it, I'm like, I'm like, yeah, okay. But there were some pretty rad stories on that last night. It's called Paranormal Investigations. It's just, fun. And that's why I kind of felt bad because mine was a little bit heavy. It was kind of a downer. No weight loss.